Today we're going to make a dog feeding station out of concrete. I'm going to make the mold for the concrete part out of 3/4 inch thick melamine and a piece of whiteboard that I got at Home Depot. I used a table saw to rip the melamine down into strips that are 2.5 inches wide. If you don't have access to a table saw, you can use vinyl trim boards instead. I used my portable miter saw to cut the strips to length. I used my hot glue gun to glue the pieces of melamine to the whiteboard. I applied hot glue to the lip of 2 small stainless steel dog dishes and then stuck them down to the whiteboard. When I pressed the dishes down to the whiteboard, a little bit of glue squeezed out and I used my kiwi knife just to trim this away. I want my concrete molds to be nice and watertight, so I used some silicone to seal up all the edges. I want to be able to push the bowls out from the underside of the feeding station, so I just used duct tape to tape down some water bottles to the underside of the dog dishes. I mixed up some Quikrete 5000 in a bucket and then poured it into the mold. I used a wooden spoon to push the wet concrete down into all the corners of the mold before vibrating the mold with an orbital sander. I stuck some rubber furniture pads into the wet concrete. This will help elevate it slightly and will also keep the concrete from scratching the floor. After letting the concrete cure 48 hours, I broke down the mold, cut away the bottles, and pushed out the dog dishes. There was some residual hot glue on the dog dishes, but I just scraped and cut that away. Because the stainless steel bowls are removable, it makes this station easy to clean and fill with food. Fletcher's on the short side, but the same design idea could be adapted for larger dogs using larger stainless steel bowls and wider strips of melamine. You could even add some legs to the underside of the concrete. For more detailed instructions, check out my website, and if you want to see what I'm working on next, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Go to Quikrete.com if you want to learn about the concrete products that I use. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Congrats, you made it to the bonus section of this video, and your reward? Well, more Fletcher dancing. And check out my new podcast. I'll put a link to it in the description section below.